This is Malik from Startup Revolution, and this is Jens from Startup Revolution. Say hello.
Hello.
So everybody heard Jens? Awesome. And then there's Arnold from Phoenix Ashes.
Hi there.
And Arian from Phoenix Ashes.
So once again, hello.
Hello. And yeah, as we said, these are the guitarists and bass guitarists. But basically no drummers, no singers, so we are happy about
All
that.
String players.
So only important people.
Yes.
Yay.
Very
Yeah.
important people. And okay, now I want to know, how are you guys doing?
We or
Yeah.
them?
You
We?
first.
Well, Jens, how are you?
Oh, I'm fine. The weather's good outside. I don't have to work today, as we all.
Ah, true. It's a holiday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Public holiday, yes. Yeah, I'm fine. How are you, Arnold?
I'm pretty okay. Yeah, the weather was fine. I'm a bit like tired of editing the stuff, but I'm so happy. I was up this morning at, was it 5 to do
What?
some more editing to finish the last chapter.
I saw
video-wise.
a picture in your Instagram story. I thought it was from yesterday, but maybe it was from today morning.
I can't remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually something that's quite interesting because I'm more of a night owl and Arnold is a very early bird. And sometimes I'm still working on the stuff at 5 a.m. and then he gets up and he's
wake
like, okay, I start editing now. And I'm like, oh, I'm so tired. I'm going to go to bed.
Yeah, but that's how we roll.
Yeah, we work
We
in
did.
shifts. That's
Yeah,
what we
we
do,
did.
all for you. So as everybody knows outside there, this is going to be the start, of our series, the Revolution Ashes in Russia tour documentary. This is going to be the first episode today. And of course, what we want to do is every time we're going to invite different people from the bands and have our live reaction to the stuff. And of course, chat with you out there. So Eri says we're a little bit async, but nothing we can do about that. That's Instagram's doing, I guess. So
That's because there's no drummer. We're not
we're not tight.
in the timing. No,
But
sorry.
but I think there will be a YouTube version where the sync is okay. Isn't
I
it?
guess so. Yes.
Guess so, okay.
We
Malik's
did.
going to fix that all.
Let's see about that. But what we're gonna do is Phoenix Ashes and Startup Revolution are going to release this show. I mean, like with us talking, presenting it to you on YouTube as well. And we already did, Arnold, right? Is it like the kickoff show from Monday? We already have it online.
Yeah, we have.
So if you want to see this in better quality and with all the YouTube
Synced.
Yeah, synced, I hope. I guess it was quite synced, wasn't it? I didn't even check.
Yeah, it was good. It was good.
Then feel free, just drop over, come to the YouTube side of things and listen to us. And also the documentary itself will be live in both YouTube channels. So it doesn't matter where you go. You should, of course, subscribe to both of us. And so you will see a playlist, and week after week we're gonna add one more episode to the playlist, so you will see it live first here, and then you can just hop over. I think we even scheduled, right? We scheduled the episode for like after we finish this recording, you can quickly hop over. And there's another announcement I have to make because Startup Revolution are going to release a new video. Which,
I saw.
Yeah,
We
it's
do.
exactly tomorrow at 12:15, also on YouTube. So if you haven't subscribed yet, please go over to YouTube and subscribe to Startup Revolution 666. So,
We didn't hear Arian yet. How are you, Arian?
you're right.
Well, I'm just awake for like half an hour. I'm coming off the night shift. So getting back in normal rhythm and enjoying the weather. So it's going to be fine.
Yeah.
So you
So
missed
if
all
I
the weather.
look tired, so
No, he never looks tired. I don't know how he does it. You
He's
will
a
also
pretty
see
boy.
in the documentary. It's just, yeah. Your band is very lucky to have a guy like you.
Oh.
We have Max. Come on, we have Max. He's young. He has tattoos.
Oh, hey,
He's a
I've
rock
got
star.
tattoos as well now.
Damn, Max, do something.
Where
He's
is
got
Max?
more. He's got more.
Yeah. Okay. So good, Max. Go get a date.
It
at
will
the
be a
tattoo
competition, so
shop. Yeah.
That's not.
Max,
That's not an honest.
first face
race.
tattoo. Huh? Max. Huh?
a little tip.
Yeah.
3 dots. Something.
Oh
like
yeah, 3 dots. Yeah.
Yeah.
So now what? Are we going to watch the thing or what?
You
Or
wanna-
should we just keep them waiting? I
Show
think
the
we should
video.
keep them waiting.
Show the video.
It seems like somebody's really.
I can't even remember. I can't remember anything.
Yeah, that's
No,
what we should say that again. Like Arnold and I have seen all of the stuff. No one else of the bands has seen this, so they are as eager as you outside there to see it right now. And yeah, I mean, I can play it if you want, or we could just play nice songs, or
Okay, just wait for the
Blabber.
YouTube premiere.
Okay, so I would like to see a vote out there. You want to see this shit?
Yes.
Yes.
Schneller, like Jens said before. The Schneller thing. Oh, Eri's son is also called Adrian. Okay, but not Arian.
It means Arian in Welsh means silver mythical horse.
Whoa.
And you're very proud of the horse thing, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Silver, you
I
need
see a lot
30,
of
40 more
yes
years.
coming up, by the way.
Okay, everybody's voting yes. What's wrong with you? Can't you stand a little bit of tension?
Oh, somebody's cover your song Anchor.
Ah, hey Danny. Yeah, that's awesome. He has shown something already on Instagram. Just some super crazy deep shouting. I'm like, the fuck. Yeah, he's
Wow.
gonna. Okay, yeah, send it in. We're gonna show it here. We're gonna show it here. That's what we're gonna do. Okay, guys. So you don't want to hear music from Phoenix Ashes? It's like a no.
Yeah, it's so good.
Like I said, I have all the time in the world. Basically 45 minutes. Ah, yeah, okay, Danny. Yeah, you can't show it now because we're like live in this thing. Okay, guys. I'm not gonna keep you waiting. This is the first
let's do
episode of the Revolution Ashes in Russia. And here we go. Hey, my name is Malik from Star Revolution.
And I'm Arnoud from Phoenix Ashes.
In 2016, we went on a tour together.
In Russia.
Before this tour, both bands didn't really know each other and we had no idea what adventure was lying ahead of us.
We're from Phoenix Ashes. We were so happy to tag along with you with Start a Revolution. So of course we rockstarred up by making all these VIP passes.
That was amazing. We were so happy that you were so eager to go on tour with us, and right from the get-go there was just this awesome vibe, like everybody was helping each other out and wanted to connect, and that was really the nice thing about it. So we arrived at Moscow airport, all fine. We went through customs, no problem, except you and your sister Nienke didn't get through. What happened there?
Yeah, apparently they have a slight problem with Asian people, which we are. So they held us up.
That took quite a bit and we were worried, like, are we gonna go on tour after all?
Yeah, I was a bit scared as well, but eventually they let me pass.
Yeah, there you go. Wow, we were so relieved.
And we did get our passports back, so that was the most important thing. So now the touring could start.
United we sing, or United we sing, or
On this first day, we already learned what would become a routine with the bands.
Nika dropped her selfie habit, always preceded by selfie!
And it worked like this. Everybody had to gather around behind her. As you can see, it's like, hey, come on, let's make a selfie. And then everybody's like, yeah, selfie. We didn't know. You will see in the upcoming episodes. Now we're so happy to have them. At the airport, we were actually waiting for our driver, Yevgeny. And this is him. He would become the mascot of the tour later on. But in the beginning, he was really, really shy.
So at this point, the only thing we knew about him was that we communicated by just waving his hands and looking and pointing.
Yeah, because he didn't speak a single word of English.
No, not at all. So this is selfie number 2.
And this is where the bonding really started. Food at TGI Fridays.
Oh yes, we tried to avoid a bit of cultural shock, so we started to have the soft drinks. Patrick took 3 of them, burgers and stuff. And actually, in the next few days, we also had breakfast there. Great stuff.
Yeah, we really had to come back because it was that good. You see me, by the way, devouring that burger. Yeah, and I mean, it was a long day. Everybody was hungry, and as you can see, we get much more lively now and planning the next shows.
And we're getting used to the Russian language, of course.
In the menus?
Yeah.
And here's the money shot from Harry. He is a pimp. He just is. He got used to Russian money quite quickly. The rubles.
Floppen. That's Dutch.
1, 2, 3, 4. Stop it. Right, you always way too much.
we need no further separation. We need no further separation. United we stand.
So getting to the hotel, this concludes our first day in Russia. Star Revolution had been to Russia 2 years earlier in 2014, but Phoenix Ashes hadn't. How was it for you?
This first impression was quite overwhelming, of course, with the Asian discrimination stuff, but also how big the city is and how different the people are. It was quite an experience, but for now it was enough. We had to get some rest.
So we're mentally getting prepared for the next day, which also would be our first show. But this is something for the next chapter.
United we sing, our unity hymn. United we saying.
Hey, welcome back.
Oh, that was it.
That was it.
So, yeah, Arian, Jens,
Yeah, awesome.
what did you remember and what didn't you remember?
That brings back a lot. Yeah, there's so many things to talk about. So
Shoot.
Well, arriving at the airport, where we first met Yevgeny. Well, before him, there were a couple of other bus drivers. That one get into the bus.
Yes.
With hands and feet, but not in the. So we were a bit like, we don't trust this guy because this is number
Just
5 or number
another
6.
Russian.
Yeah, another Russian trying to get us in the bus. So
Yeah, we didn't know how he
Yeah.
looked. Did we know how he was called even? We didn't know his
No,
name.
no,
right?
no.
No.
Yeah, just our booker, Dima, he just told us, yeah, somebody's going to pick you from the airport. Just wait there. Somebody's going to pick you up.
Yeah.
I'm like, and then you have a guy, because our tour manager, who you will learn to know and then like coming episodes, he wasn't there. So it was just us. No one was speaking Russian. We didn't know who to wait for. And there were many bus drivers, like Arian said, just waving us to come closer.
Yeah. And I don't know who decided that Yevgeny was the right one. I don't know.
Yeah,
Maybe he
I think
wasn't.
We didn't even know.
He was
Yeah.
persistent. He came back
Yeah.
a couple of times and then he just left with an angry face, coming back with the bus right in front of us. Get in. So
So funny. I
And then
think
it was,
Nico
yeah.
was the one,
Yeah.
Yeah.
wasn't it?
Okay.
maybe.
So
don't
I can
remember that.
remember. I can remember sitting in the bus when we were picked up, and I remember that we were not sure if he's the right one. So even when we were driving, so
So did you
Yeah.
remember this from your first tour as well? You didn't land in Moscow, right? You landed in
St. Petersburg, but we went
Yeah.
by train, so there was no bus who had to pick us up. The first tour was with the Trans-Siberian.
Ah, right.
Mm.
Yeah, that's a whole other.
Yeah, that
story,
was
I
different.
think.
That was different.
Yeah.
Ilko just wrote in the
Driving in
chat.
Russia.
I remember having drinks with Yaroslav after Malik and I went agency hopping. You saw
Yeah.
Yaroslav quickly when you saw Ilko
Yeah.
sitting at the table with with the red hat and then talking to a guy, and that guy is Yaroslav. If he's seeing that, hi Yaroslav. And Yaroslav did a thing for us later. Wait, I'm gonna show you. These stickers are actually made in Russia. And Yaroslav, who is working at the design agency, he was helping us out doing that. And even he produced them for us. And he brought them personally to Amsterdam, where he met Ilko, I think. And then, was it Ilko? And then he gave them to Ilko.
Yeah.
Ilko gave them to us. And it's like, so these are still a little reminder of, it was such a nice time meeting him. And what Ilko, we don't have that in the story, in the film. But Ilko and I went to Yaroslav's design agency because he's working there, and Ilko organized that he has a little presentation there about gamification, I remember. And I was like, wow, I want to see a Moscovian design agency because I'm a designer myself. Ilko is a designer, and of course I was interested, and it was just like any good design agency, especially with a lot of women who looked very, very good. And basically there were only women.
all you can
Which you
remember.
Yeah, it's like there was Ilko and 20 women and me.
And you.
And me. And I'm like, hey. But anyways, and then afterwards we went and had a drink, and that was really nice. So, hey Yaroslav, if you see this, which I hope. Antwerpen. Okay, it was Antwerp. Not, what did I say? I forgot.
Amsterdam.
I'm sorry,
yeah.
okay.
It's also an A.
Yeah,
it's
it's
the
an
same.
And I do remember the pink Media Markt.
There was
Big Media Markt.
yeah?
Media Markt was in pink.
Really? The
Yeah.
Russian version?
Yeah, the Russian version was pink.
Wow.
Totally pink and
Wow.
Wow.
I remember that.
Wow.
Okay, I don't remember seeing that.
I have a picture of it.
Yeah, you can throw it in, and then we
Show it.
can show it in, because that's a nice thing, Arnold, that you did after the last show on Monday. That you like the stuff that we talked about, the porn burger and stuff, and then you found the photos and put them in the Instagram stories.
Yes,
So-
I just had to.
Yeah, this is awesome. We should do that more. And so this is why all of you out there, you should follow not only this channel, but you're already on this channel, but you should go to @PhoenixAshesBand, right? Is it band?
Band.
You have B&D somewhere in one of your.
Do we?
Yeah, I think you do.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm wrong. Okay, this is pink.
Don't know.
Okay, maybe I'm wrong. Anyways, Phoenix Ashes Band on Instagram. You should go follow it because it's also gonna be full of like side stories to the main story. Arnold, it was like, since you were mainly editing the raw video, the first version of everything, and I was brutal and told you, okay, we cannot go through 700 gigabytes of footage. We're never gonna end this. So let's have a goal. Let's make it 5 minutes per episode, kind of, like around about 5 minutes. And you did an awesome job, exactly, cutting everything down to basically the 5 minutes. But you saw much more of the footage than I did. So what did we miss on day one? Or what did you have to cut?
We had there is for day one. Actually, there's a lot of airport, a lot of waiting, and a lot. So for day one, you didn't miss too much. You did miss a lot of like burgers and stuff. So we only saw you devouring the burger, and but I think for this day, it's pretty good. Yeah, it hits the spot.
Yeah, nothing much happened yet, right?
No.
It's gonna escalate.
It's just getting used to. For us, getting used to this weird country.
Yeah.
Oh, we were in Moscow. It's a huge city, and it's really modern and beautiful.
But I mean, we could already. I mean, we had seen Russia before, but I mean, Jens, also, you weren't on the first tour. What was your impression of Moscow, like entering Russia? Is it what you expected?
So, for me, it's really hard to remember. But seeing the pictures again, makes everything a little bit clearer. But honestly, I really cannot remember much from the flight and the arrival. And I do know the situation when we were waiting for the bus, and I do know the situation when we were in the bus, and when we arrived at the first hostel. But so at the moment I have no impression from Moscow. I don't know how I felt. I don't know. Maybe it was too much.
I remember one thing that two things I think from Moscow. First thing, the bus. I was sitting down in the back of the bus and I was like, oh my god, this is hard as wood. This is gonna kill my back. I know it's like thousands of kilometers in this bus. Fuck. I was really hoping like we would get to a nice traveling bus or something, with like seats that you could pull back so you could lie down and like rock star. No. This was fucking wood. You were sitting on wood with like a cloth on top. So that's the one thing I remember. The second thing is, maybe you also know, the streets in Moscow sound super weird.
Sure.
They sound like they are wet. Like it has rained and the cars are driving like
got that.
Oh, yeah.
Remember? And I was like, it sounds like everything is wet, but it's not wet.
Yeah.
And then I really
and they are huge. So you have, I think, 6 lanes for one direction. So it's 12 lanes. Yeah. Kind of that. It's
And you get stuck in traffic.
Cross the street.
And you get stuck in traffic for 2 hours.
Yeah, so I found out what it was, why they sounded so wet, because like in Germany and Holland, like it's just, what is it, tar? The stuff that's on top of the street. But they have little stones, little and medium stones always in there, and this is what makes the sound different. And that was amazing. I was like, wow. Just that the street sounds different is nothing that I would have expected. And
just want to do a shout out to Olya, by the way. She's checking in. We met her in Voronezh, and she was there at the show.
Hey Olya. Okay.
I'm just telling her that Voronezh is coming.
Yeah.
Just be patient.
Be patient. This is episode 1, and of course we're going to get to Voronezh, and even extensively, right? Because we spent 3 days there.
Yeah,
we had
3 days.
Our days off were in Voronezh.
Oh, there's okay. Yeah, we have to.
There's a special part in
Who's the tasty string?
Don't spoil her.
Yeah.
No.
Is that you, the tasty string?
Yeah, that's me.
Okay. Okay, I got to read up on what everybody wrote if I missed something, but I think I'm fine. Um, what I would like to show is okay. What we put in there, of course, is a lot of music, also an impression of the live shows. We decided against showing, you know, the same shows over and over again for 30 minutes from every town that we played. It's more about the touring life and the social life and what happened around that. But of course, we put a lot of music in this documentary. But what we also want to show in these live shows on Instagram is music from the bands, obviously. And I would like to show a song that we already played from Phoenix Ashes on Monday. It's called Lost. But there are two versions of Lost. Can you tell us how this other one came about?
Yeah, Arian, do you want to tell something about it, or
yeah, for our anniversary, we did an amazing acoustic set, and we had two amazing guest performances on keys and on violin, and yeah, this song is the perfect mixture. Yeah, acoustic with those two lovely ladies. Yeah,
it was also in a castle because I
was
there.
In a castle.
This was like a sold-out show in a castle that was just magical. It was amazing, and I think some of the guys that are watching also were there, and it was just a wonderful night. Like I had to do the camera with Tom and what's his name? Norman. Oh my God, no. I know him for only 20 years. How would I know his name? So like Tom and Norman, but that was also intense because we could see the stage from the side. Also, side front we were moving, and then afterwards the video. I also think the mix has come together super well. It's really great. So this would be
The mix, by the way, the mix was done by Loic, and he works at the Motor Museum.
Is that
studio.
okay? But that's not the Loic that we saw that we met on tour.
Yeah. The other two, from the last video.
Okay,
the long-haired guy who did the sound for us as well.
Ah, okay. So this is maybe a story to tell because we said it on Monday, but maybe people didn't see the pre-episode of this show.
Motor Museum Studio.
Arnold, do you want to tell us about the tour again?
The tour, yeah. Oh, I can always talk about that tour.
It was good.
So first of all, I already told that we wanted to do a tour. Harry said, well, I'm going to get a nightliner for us. And we said, yeah, right. If you can pull it off, yeah, sure. And he pulled it off. So, at that night that we had to leave, there was a nightliner, huge bus in front of my house in my tiny little street. And we were all eagerly waiting, and we were so excited.
Yeah, I remember that he really had trouble just getting around the corner, like around that street. It's such a huge bus. Yeah,
it was so funny. But the thing was, before we booked tours. And we rented a van and we drove to the venues and we played and we slept somewhere. That's what touring was for us. And now we had a nightliner. I didn't know that a nightliner needed
power,
power and a place to stand and stuff. It was quite an experience, but it was just awesome. And we asked you, Malik, you were our tour manager.
Not by Jens choice. You just shoved that problem onto me. It's like, hey, we need someone who is like taking care of the bus. So the bus has a place to park overnight, like in a city. And this bus is like 25 meters long, I don't know. And then you need electricity, like real power, not just like a little plug from at home, but you need bus power, and you have to organize this. Hey, you're a tour manager, nice title, see you later. And I'm like, the fuck? And then I'm calling people in Italy that I've never spoken to and who I don't know. And it's like, okay, we have a bus, like a real bus, and we need power. And do you have a like?
But you did an amazing job.
I don't know how. It's like I was on the phone. I guess I spent all my salary that year only on phone night.
Oh shit!
Nah, it wasn't that bad. But it was like okay, yeah. And at first I was like, I'm a tour manager. It's super awesome. And then you're on the phone all the time because
I'm a tour manager.
yeah. And our driver Steve, he's cold as stone, but the nicest guy.
He was
But he's
angry.
like he has seen everything. He doesn't care. It's like I need a fucking place to stay, and I'm gonna sleep in 17 minutes because that's in my contract. Make it work.
Yeah.
That's him. It's like
That's him. So to come back to Loic, we had two bands on the tour. It was us, Finish Ashes, and AMPM from Switzerland, and Loic was playing in there.
No, he was the sound guy.
Oh, he was. Oh, yes. Sorry, he was the sound guy.
He did one song with them on stage.
Yeah, that's
as
true.
the second vocalist. But getting back to the acoustic set, well, normally I'm all about the heavy stuff and put all the energy on it on stage. But this was really special. Even for me, this was it. This was really special to do and really fun to work with those people. And maybe we should watch it.
Yeah, show it to us, Malik.
yeah.
Press a button.
I press the button. Here we go.
Do it.
All that we want, stay close to friends, looking back on these moments lost. As memories unfold, when you're alone, it's then you know you're never alone. If loved ones are lost, you know that love never shall be. Watch it all go, watch it all go. Let the answers may take you to the edge of the world. Watch it all go, watch it all go. Let the answers may guide you to the edge of the world. And it goes. Alrighty.
And we're back. What do you say? Isn't that awesome? I love it. I love that song. I love that performance.
Thank you, thank you.
I love that evening as well. That day actually. I didn't like the night because we had to clean everything up.
Yeah, and really heavy. Yeah.
Oh wow. Oh yeah, that's my sister Ninke who plays bass. She was there as well in Russia.
She's going to be on the show at some point. As we said before, we're always trying to mix up the lineup for this show now. So it's always going to be 2 of each band, or more or less. Let's see. So Ninke is very busy. You should know what she's doing. I don't know. What is her work? She's cutting open people's faces, right?
Something like that. Yeah, she's an oral surgeon. No, she would hate me when I say it because it has a much longer name. But yeah, she cuts people open for money. Yeah.
and she can't watch any horror movie.
No, she can't.
No. Really, she can't. She's doing this
when they're yellow eyes.
This is funny.
Just in between, Ilke sent me this. Wait, this was.
That's the tour bus in Austria. I think we did this photo.
Hey, again, it's the red shirt I'm wearing.
So it's the only one, or do we have it twice?
Yeah.
I'm a redhead. Please, everybody, recognize me. Yeah.
So everybody is saying that we have to go on tour again. I think as well, but
of course. But where?
Yeah.
But where?
Russia again.
Oh my God. Where right now?
Our homes.
Yeah, what I wanted to say when I hear the Phoenix Ashes song again, so every time I hear Phoenix Ashes songs, it reminds me really back to Russia. So it's totally clear. So the feeling is Russia every time I hear the songs.
I think that I have the same. When we were editing and we had all these songs under the video, I was singing them in my head all the time, and I was thinking on the road, and when Pat was sitting next to me and just showing me the whole album. It was that atmosphere.
So my feeling when I hear songs is that I stand in front of the stage in Russia, see you play, because most times I think you were before us. Making such a party on stage, and that was the feeling that I really want to go on stage as well. And that's the feeling every time I have.
That's a great compliment. Thank you.
Now that you're saying it, I remember 2 things. It was like we were seeing you guys, but I think also before when we played at Diverse together or something. I don't know, but it was like, oh my God, those guys are demolishing the stage. We really have to up our game to be as furious on stage as you guys are. I'm like, damn, they're really, fuck. And they're, and there's 2 ways you can go. It's like either you're like, I hate them. They look good. I don't like it. I'm going to look bad. You can go that way. Or it's like, they are fucking nice. I'm a fan. They are my friends. I want to help them as good as I can. And what I loved, and I think that's all of us, like specifically about that tour, is like all of us got into this mood is like, okay, I see maybe the crowd is a bit, you were playing first. The crowd is a bit, I don't know, tired. And we were like, okay, then we are going to open the circle pit. It's like we are going to rock that thing so you guys get some feedback. And that always helped. Yeah. And you did the same for us. So it was also we're also going to get to this later in the episodes. It's like the warm-ups that came from you. We did a warm-up routine that we do till today. And I thought I remember this moment when we were playing Moscow at the end of the tour, and there was no backstage. There's no one where you could just have a little bit of silence and do the warm-ups. And we did it in the hallway, where the people were even coming in. But we were like a little cult group, we made a circle and we had this Bluetooth box where we were getting the the what was it? What's her name?
The exercises.
The
Melissa Cross.
Melissa Cross exercises.
The Queen of Scream.
And then we were singing yeah 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 or something. But all of us, 10 people doing that. Like we're in this together. We're like 5,000 kilometers from home. We're in this together. And this
was a ritual.
Yeah,
a ritual to get in the mood and yeah.
Yeah, and that was the spirit of that tour.
Yeah. But we really helped each other out. We learned a lot about you guys, about the settings of our amps.
About sounds. True.
Our sound. Yeah, we learned a lot about sound, which was so it was more. How do you say it?
Yeah, the good thing was that we have the same setup, so same amount of instruments, and the mix is kind of the same, and it was we did the sound check together. The mix.
But with you guys, the mix for our music sounded better because you could hear more what the guitar players were doing, what the bass was doing. Everything just fell more into place. So it really helped us out. But also on stage and everything. Merchandising, everything. We work together, and it's just awesome.
Maybe regarding sound, it's maybe interesting for the people out there. You have to imagine that you don't have your own equipment.
No.
So on every venue you arrive, you have different equipment, and you have to deal with it. And in the end, every time it was possible to make it sound great.
Yeah. You have a years off amp. It's just years off.
Years off, yeah. This is a nice segue into the next episode, next Thursday, because we're gonna see a little bit of that, actually. Because that's already the first show that we play. Right?
Spicy chicken.
He remembers that one. Everybody remembers the chicken. Okay, we have 10 minutes left, and I would like to show our new video. Some people were able to see it kind of already on Monday, but what we showed on Monday was basically the raw footage, not the final edit version with all the colors and all of that stuff, the styled version. But we have that for you now. It's going to be on YouTube tomorrow at 12:15. But in this live stream, we are going to do a pre-premiere, so to speak. And I just want to throw that out there now. And click a button. It's Remain the Same from our album. What's the name of the album? Survivors. And here we go. It looks like this is also from Russia.
Nights to remind me of the time I felt ashamed. The worst decisions I have made. Somehow I have regrets, I understand. They're empty promises which had to come to an end. Better days, better ways. Those wounds remain the same. Breathing out, breathing in, those scars remain the same. Will I remain the same anyway? With this sympathetic feel the changes day by day. Will I remain the same anyway? With this sympathetic feel the changes day by day. Breathing out, I'm breathing in, day by day. Those moods remain the same. I cut myself in lethargy, can't stop giving thought to major implications caused by my heartfelt wish for self-determination. I will come until depression. The darkest night ends with a break of dawn. Will I remain the same? Anyway, with this sympathetic feel the changes day by day. Will I remain the same? Anyway, with this sympathetic feel the changes day by day. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Breathing out, I'm breathing in. Day by day, yeah. Those gods remain the same. Dankeschön!
Yeah, that is it. That's the thing.
Wow, that was so cool. I so love the way how you invite the audience on stage every show. That's what we had on our show. On our tour. It was such a good idea, and you already did that in 2014 in St. Petersburg at your first show, first tour in Russia.
I think this is something the fans will know with Unity Hymn, because the song is about that. It just happened. I don't know, at some point, I don't know if it was me, Jens, do you remember? Because that would be a typical Malik thing to do. Like at some point I feel like there's energy down there and there's energy up here and they are singing along, but I think that's it. They don't have a mic. And I'm like, okay, I can give you my mic, but I can invite you to my mic. And I think that's where it came from. And then if there's one person, that's come on up. And also you guys always joined. That's and then after a while you knew the song, and then it was more and more like this. And I don't know, it got out of hand.
I like it because it's such a party, and you're in a party mood, and the unity, the feeling of the unity, it really works like that. So it's great.
Yeah, I enjoyed that as well. I just remember the show, Jens, where was it? Viersen, where we had the fog problem.
We can't see the drummer.
Yeah, that was, I don't know, it was very misty outside, like super misty. You couldn't drive, barely drive. And we had smoke machines for our live show, and adding the inside smoke to the outside smoke, it's like it was absolutely, you couldn't see from the front of the stage, you couldn't see the first row of people. Like literally 1.5 meters you couldn't see. And we were like...
Ben on the drums, he couldn't even see his snare drum anymore.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that was a problem because he was helping us out live because Max didn't have time. So Ben helped us out and he had everything scripted. He had paper that he needed to read to play the songs and he couldn't see the paper lying in front of him. But anyway, it was a big party. People were super amazed and we were super amazed. Like you're standing, I couldn't see Jens on the side of the stage. It was ridiculous. But yeah, we asked, should we stop playing or should we stop with the smoke machines? We really stopped the smoke machines, turned them off. But everybody was just chanting, in German it's "Wir können den Drummer sehen." It's like we can already see the drummer, so they wanted more smoke, so they wouldn't see him anymore. And they were dancing in the smoke, and you could just see some shades going around. It was amazing. Maybe we should also post some photos of that. And that was also like Unity. We did the same.
Photos are gray, or what was that?
Yeah, you can see a silhouette of someone. It's like, is this Jens? It could be. It's a bass. The neck is longer. Yeah. Okay, we got 2 minutes left.
Oh,
so,
all right.
Again, I want to invite everyone, go follow at Phoenix Ashes Band on Instagram, because the photos that we were talking about will also appear there on the stories. We are also going to repost them, but they're going to be there first, and maybe I missed some of them. And you really do want to see Steve, the bus driver, I'm telling you. He's quite a character. And of course, tell your friends, come back next Thursday.
Next Thursday.
To see episode 2. And I think at 9 o'clock, like in half an hour, we're going to put the full episode of what you saw today, the first episode of Revolution Ashes in Russia live on YouTube. So also follow us on YouTube. That is Start a Revolution on YouTube. I guess you're already following. And what's your YouTube then? Phoenix
Ashes Music.
Phoenix Ashes Music,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah, so go follow. You're gonna see the stuff.
Thanks for watching, everyone.
Yeah, thanks for watching.
Thank you. Thank you for editing, Arnaud and Malik.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're welcome, and it has been a lot of fun, and it's gonna be much, much more fun for the upcoming weeks.
This was just.
I'm excited.
Yeah, okay, so that's a goodbye, and see you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye bye. Thank you.